Hello, good morning. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? It's a pleasure to be here as usual. I always enjoy doing these shows. I always enjoy teaching English. It's a never-ending story. La da da. It's a never-ending story, but I enjoy it. So, let's continue where we left off yesterday, shall we? ¿Os parece? Shall we? Let's continue where we left off yesterday. And we left off with Paula Eisenbach, la animalita, the little, she's 22 years old, the German girl. She's a cutie pie. She's a cutie pie. Cute, escrito cute, o sea, como cutre, pero sin la R, cute, pero no tiene nada que ver con cutre. Cute. En inglés, cute means mona. Es más femenino que masculino. But, no. I remember when I was a teenager, the girls say, oh, he's so cute. So cute means attractive. But attractive in, como mono. Mona. Cute. And cutie pie. Pie is un pastel. Pastelito, mono. Cutie pie. And eso se dice para una chica así. She's a cutie pie. Yeah, she's a cutie pie. But in any case, she's from Munich. Her parents live in Munich. She's 22 years old, Paula. She's in her final year at the University of Heidelberg. And she lives in a flat in the center of Heidelberg with two other friends, another girl who's studying graphic arts, like she is, and another friend who's working in a fashion shop in the center of Heidelberg. Now, Paula is studying computer systems and graphic arts, and she spends practically all of her time attending classes, doing homework, and helping Tom Sanders, an American student who is studying at the University of Heidelberg as well, and who is studying graphic arts as well. But Tom Sanders works part-time. Part-time is a tiempo parcial. Tom Sanders works part-time drawing characters and scenes for Walt Disney cartoons, for the cartoon movies. And so he works on that. So because Disney Corporation farms out the work to him and to many other people. But he has a lot of work. And so Paula is helping him. Paula goes to his apartment. And there together they work. They work on these things. Yes. Now, Tom is from California, specifically from San Diego. San Diego is in the south of California, just a few kilometers from the border with Mexico. You have San Diego, and then a few kilometers, you cross the border, you're in Tijuana. And the contrast is like night and day, the contrast between Tijuana and San Diego. San Diego is a very pretty city, by the way. I've only been there once. I spent 2 weeks in La Jolla, escrito La Jolla con L, La Jolla, La Jolla, which is part of Greater San Diego, the metropolitan area. It's very pretty. I spent 2 weeks in. I stayed in the hotel and a golf course and the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. Very nice. I stayed there for 2 weeks in that hotel. And the golf course is a very, very good golf course. And about 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, John Ram, the Spanish golfer, won the U.S. Open, the United States Open of golf, there, at that at that golf course. So But in any case, Tom Sanders is from San Diego, and he receives instructions from the Disney Corporation to prepare characters and scenes for the cartoons. And Paula helps him. He sends them back. Of course, he finishes them and sends them. We transfer, o parecido, o file mail, no? File mail. Yeah, he sends them back to the Disney Corporation. Disney sends him a lot of work. The Disney Corporation sends Tom a lot of work. And he gives some of it to Paula. He gives some of the work, Samantha, or Samantha, Eso sí, así decimos los nativos, todos. Samada es alguno de, some of the, alguno de los, alguno de las, alguno del, alguna parte del. Parte del trabajo, algo del trabajo. Some of the work. He receives a lot of work from Disney. And he gives some of the work to Paula. Okay. Some of the, para un atajo fonético no difícil en mi opinión es some of the, porque los antiguos lo decimos some of the, badajoth, some of the work. He gives some of the work to Paula. All right. Yes, and I've lost my place. Okay, Paula helps him in the evenings. Okay. Sí, por las tardes, noches. Paula helps him in the evenings and sometimes on the weekends. The British would say at the weekends. The Americans on the weekends. So Paula helps him in the evenings and sometimes on the weekends. She likes the artistic work because she wants to improve her technique. Yeah, you know, the technique of drawing. To draw. The technique. Yeah, Paula needs to improve her technique. Tom is an excellent artist. I mean, he can draw. Tom can draw with both hands. Yeah, he can draw with his left hand and he can draw with his right hand. Some people have the natural ability. It's strange, eh? Some people can draw very, very well or paint very, very well. And other people like me, nothing, zero. Yeah, but I'm good in music and in writing, but not in graphic arts or plastic arts, no. All right. But she likes the artistic work because she wants to improve her technique. Quiere mejorar su técnica. Fijaos en la pronunciación. Technique, escrito technique. Technique. La che en medio es sonido de K aquí porque es palabra griega, de origen griego. Technique. She wants to improve her technique. She likes to draw. A mí también, I like to draw. She likes to draw. And she's very artistic. But she doesn't have the patience or discipline to spend a long time developing complicated scenes. Yes. To develop a complicated scene, una escena complicada, you need to develop a scene where you have a house with a chimney and a forest in the background, a swimming pool here, street with cars, and over here's a school. That's to develop a scene. She doesn't have the patience and the discipline. Paciencia y disciplina. Patience and discipline. She doesn't have the patience and discipline to draw complicated scenes. Eso dice aquí, no? Yes. And characters. All right, it says she likes to draw, and she's very artistic, but she doesn't have the patience or discipline to spend a long time developing complicated scenes or characters. It's interesting that all of the great artists of history are male, not female. Why? Probably because women didn't have the opportunity. They had to stay at home taking care of 10 children, you see. And also women suffered a certain degree of discrimination in these types of fields. But classical music composers, men. The great artists, Rembrandt, Goya, Velázquez, Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, they're all men. There are no women. But the women didn't have the opportunity before. Now, perhaps it's changing. She likes to draw, and she's very artistic, but she doesn't have the patience or discipline to spend a long time. Fijaos cómo uso la D de spend. To spend a long. Gastar largo tiempo, pasar largo tiempo. To spend a long time, spend a long time. Trucos fonéticos de enlace silábica. To spend a long time. Developing complicated scenes or characters. Escenas o personajes. Tom is the opposite. Lo contrario. Tom is the opposite. And Paula is learning a lot by working with him. So, Tom pays her. But at the same time, she's learning. They're very good friends. Son muy buenos amigos. Ya veremos que no del todo. We'll see. ¿Te acuerdas de la historia? Yeah. All right. Do you remember the story too? All right. They're very good friends. Yes. Tom is from California. And he wants to go back for the Christmas holidays. Tom is from California, and he wants to go back to California for the Christmas holidays. Okay. He wants to invite Paula to go with him. Uy, ¿te vienes conmigo a California? Yeah. She's not sure. She's not sure because she doesn't know Tom very well yet. She's not sure because she doesn't know Tom very well yet. Se está deshaciendo el libro. We're going to have to bring a new book. Yeah. This book has lasted a long time. It's lasted 1,118 programs. Eh? It's lasted a long time. Okay, grammar. Grammar. What's it like? What's Heidelberg like? It's very pretty. What's Texas like? It's very big. What part of Texas? Well, what's West Texas like? It's very dry. And what's East Texas like? It's very wet and humid. It's the opposite. And what's the Central Texas like? It's between the West and the East. It's a little bit more humid than the center. It's similar to the center of Spain, but a bit more humid. A bit more humid. All right. And what's Valencia like? Oh, it's very nice. Good weather, good food, good people, good beach, La Malvarrosa, the good beaches, good everything, good culture. So yeah, I like Valencia. And what's Houston like? Houston, it's a very interesting city, but it's very hot in the summer and very humid. Madrid is hotter than Houston, I think. Madrid is hotter than Houston, but Houston is much more humid. And so you're sweating, it's like the Caribbean. It's semi-tropical. It's in East Texas. So what's Houston like? It's a very dynamic city. And what's Dallas like? It's also a very dynamic city. It's very big, like Houston. And but it's very dynamic. There's a lot of things happening there. And what's Oklahoma like? Oklahoma. Well, there's a joke about Oklahoma. Yo creo que conté ese chiste hace poco. Chiste Oklahoma, no? There's a joke about Oklahoma. It says, what does Oklahoma have in common with Mars? ¿Qué se parece Oklahoma con Marte? Both have red dirt and no sign of intelligent life. Tierra de color rojizo y sin signo de vida inteligente. Oklahoma. I lived in Oklahoma for almost 10 years, 9.5 years. Signs of intelligent life? Yes, there's some intelligent life in Oklahoma. Pero sí que la tierra es rojiza. Yeah, it's a bit, it's a mix between these two, you see. And that's the color of the Oklahoma dirt, you see. But there is intelligent life in Oklahoma. So what's Oklahoma like? It's fantastic. I love Oklahoma. But be careful with the tornadoes. All right. And what's New York City like? It's like Madrid. It's a big city with a lot of traffic, a lot of people, a lot of noise. Yeah. What's Washington like? Washington, D.C. or Washington State? Washington, D.C. What's Washington, D.C. like? Well, it's very interesting. Very beautiful, impressive. It's neoclassical architecture. It's transferring the Acropolis Griego, to the United States, with the difference that it's not destroyed. In Greece, there are ruins, all right? But the Capitol, the White House, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the Jefferson Memorial, I mean, it's very pretty. People are surprised when they go there. And what's Washington State like? Washington State, on the opposite side, Washington State is like Galicia. It's green, wet, and very beautiful. Yeah, Washington State is very beautiful. It's very green, a lot of rain, and some enormous trees, the Douglas fir trees. Do you remember Twin Peaks? You remember Twin Peaks? Y Laura no sé qué. All right. Laura Palmer, ¿no? Era Laura Palmer. No sé si acuerdas los grandes bosques ahí. Wow. That's Washington State, you see. What's it like? What do you like? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué es lo que me gusta? No, what do you like? No. What do you like is ¿qué es lo que te gusta a ti? What do you like? Well, I like a lot of things. What are you like? Well, I'm 1 meter 80. I weigh 87 kilos. I have a nice personality. I'm not dumb. No creo que sea tonto. I'm not dumb. I'm a good teacher. What am I like? ¿Cómo soy? ¿Cómo soy? What am I like? What am I? What am I? What am I? What am I like? Yeah. And what's Germany like? ¿Cómo es Alemania? ¿Cómo es Italia? What's Italy like? What are you like? What is Marta really like? ¿Cómo es de verdad? What is she really like? O sea, to be like. ¿Os cuesta? Nunca asimiláis esta expresión. Claro, ¿cómo estás? How are you? ¿Cómo eres? What are you like? Yeah. If you say, how is New York? ¿Qué tal está Nueva York? No sé, no se lo he preguntado. But what is New York like? That's different. What's the world like? What's it like? For example, if you meet an astronaut, you can ask, hey, what's it like traveling in space? ¿Cómo es viajar en el espacio exterior? What's it like traveling in space? You were on the moon? You were one of the 12 astronauts? Yes. Hey, what was it like? What was it like walking? Did you walk on the moon? Yeah, I walked on the moon. Hey, what was it like? Well, very little gravity. Boom, boom, yeah. Very little gravity. That's It's interesting. It's fun. It's different. What's it like? What's it like? All right, let's go on. What's it like? What are you like? What are they like? ¿Cómo son? What are they like? ¿Cómo es vivir en Texas? What's it like living in Texas? Or what's it like to live? Imperativo y gerundio, ambos dos valen. What's it like to live in Texas? What's it like living in Texas? Why? Because I'm going there. Next month, I'm going to settle there. I have a job. They offered me a job teaching Spanish in Pecos, Texas. Pecos, el juez de la horca, el famoso de Pecos. You're going to teach Spanish, yes, in Pecos. But the people in Pecos already speak Spanish. They speak Mexican Spanish. Okay. So what's it like in Pecos? Pecos? Well, the only thing you have in Pecos are scorpions, tarantulas, and tumbleweeds. Excuse me? Scorpiones, tarantulas, y plantas rodadoras. That's all you have. That's Pecos. It's in the west. It's in West Texas. Yes. The Pecos River, el río Pecos, al oeste del Pecos, se dice mucho. But the Pecos River is always dry. Es como la Segura en Murcia. Con la Transvalle Tajo Segura ahora tiene agua, pero antes tenía agua solo cuando eran riadas y luego nada. That's very similar to Valencia and to Castellón, etc., with the las gotas frías and the las danas, now they say. All right. So, but the Pecos River. So, what's it like? What's it like? All right, expressions, my friend. More expressions. What's it like? Teaching expressions. Well, because this book is by Jimena and it's British, it's ruleta rusa. It's like Russian roulette. Yes, no. All right, but most of these expressions are very common in the United States as well. Yeah, very, very common. Okay. So, page 166 at the top. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. Es no guardar rencor a alguien. Todo olvidado. No hard feelings. Nada de sentimientos duros, decimos en inglés. No, N-O. No hard feelings. No duros pensamientos, literalmente. No hard feelings. Se usa mucho, ¿eh? No, yo no guardo rencor. No te preocupes. Yeah, no hard feelings. Hey, no hard feelings, right? Siento lo que la fan que te dice. No hard feelings, okay? Fue sin querer. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. And please, no hard feelings. No hard feelings. No I in team. Oh. This is recent. No I in team. Claro, si yo digo eso fuera de contexto, ni los angloparlantes me entienden. No hay en team. No hay I latina en la palabra equipo. En equipo sí. En España hay una I latina en equipo. Pero team como equipo. Equipo como equipo de fútbol, etc. O equipo en una empresa. No hay la letra I latina. There's no I in team. Claro. Y eso significa, la unión hace la fuerza. I, la letra I, también soy yo. O sea, no hay yo, cuando hay trabajo en equipo. El yo, el ego no debe entrar. ¿Se entiende, no? El ego no debe entrar en el trabajo en equipo. Y el ego son yo. Yo. So, para mí, yo, para mí, es yo. Aquí más. There's no I in team. The word team doesn't contain the letter I, which also means me. All right? And so there's no I in team means it's la unión hace la fuerza. Okay. Okay, no ifs or buts. Sin peros. No hay pero que valga. Se dice así, ¿no? También. Yeah. Pero no se dice sin peros ni peretes. No lo has oído nunca. Yo sí, y no sé dónde lo he oído. Maybe in Mexico. I don't know. Sin peros y peretes, or something like that. Peretes. No ifs or buts. If is, bueno, y si, no, y si nada. Pero, no, sin peros. All right? Sin peros. Okay. Sin peros. Apaga la televisión ahora mismo. Okay. No ifs or buts. Turn off the TV this moment or this second. Haz lo que se te dice, sin peros. Do what you're told. No ifs or buts. But if no ifs, nada de sis, ni peros. No ifs or buts. No ifs or buts. All right, no ifs or buts. And finally, at the bottom of page 166, no pain, no gain. Whoa, this is so common. Tan común que ya es expresión trillada. Nada de dolor, nada de ganancia. Sí. Yeah, no pain, no gain. Dicen aquí. All right, no pain. Quien no arriesga no gana. Sin esfuerzo no hay recompensa. Okay. No pain, no dolor, no ganar. No pain, no gain. See you tomorrow.